I mean, there's a lot of things that were basically Lucifer Star that you didn't realize. Things like hot dogs, trying to reuse or trying to get, like I said, there's a lot of wasted meat or a lot of meat that could possibly be used for good for food if it was actually you know scraps of meat and stuff like that. That, and I was thinking that maybe we could reuse, or because there's lots of meat that most butchers would throw away because it was, it had a lot of fat or whatever or something like that. And anyway, though, but basically processed, the processed meat, and things like, you know, um, chicken nuggets and stuff like that. Using processed meat for food. There's a lot of food that would go to waste or whatever else like that, and trying to, be more efficient and stuff like that. And so because providing variety, or just trying to get the most out of everything basically. There's a lot of things that are actually like Lucifer Star ideas or projects, that were me. I was funding them, and I thought maybe, so my people were working on it. Also, yes, reusing human bodies for food. Yes, that was one of my things that I had my people look into, but not actually do, because it's like I was like, yeah. I mean, insects and ants did it a lot. They recycled their food, or recycle their bodies, use their bodies for energy or food all the time. But then again, they're more efficient. They're a more efficient life form. So anyway, and so I mean, other life forms do things other ways. But so anyway, I mean, in the great game of life, the great epic thing of everything. I mean, it's like, yeah, well, anyway though. So um, I mean, I'm Lucifer Star, the creator, decider of life forms. You know, it's a big title. It meant a lot of work on my part, and I did do it. I did it. So, and other people wanted to make sure that I did it too. So, anyway, because they didn't want any other creator other than me. So anyway, and I was massive and epic and existential, and went all throughout existence. And but I mean, I didn't exactly like push others around. I didn't conquer. I just built things. So. So in the great game of everything existence, basically, and I didn't go, oh, I'm the chosen one. Come, bow down, and I didn't do anything like that. That was other people. So, but because it's not about that, and that's what I tried to tell Rodney and a lot of other people. I mean, it's like I was like, it's not about that. It's not about, oh, bow down and let me make love to you. Although a lot of people were like, we want to be with you, we want to love you. And it's like, well, that's nice. you know. Um, anyway, though, there's a lot of other people that were like, oh, I'll take the love. Oh, like that. And it's like, ugh, that's disgusting. Whatever. And stuff like that. And it's like, ugh, what a nightmare. Anyway, but yeah, but I mean, my Irish people, of the White Star Line Company group. I mean, they were working for the creator. They're working for me. That's my company. So, and it's how I basically, was protecting the children, and we were building more and building Epic Stream Power, triple expansion Steam, and the Volker's jet, and stuff like that. Those were my projects. So, anyway, yeah. So a lot of British, they're like, later on they might turn around, surprise. It's like, so anyway, yeah. And yes, I kind of get lost in life or whatever, but I mean, so it's like, Rodney and his, I'll be your mouth, the voice, and I want to say possession, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, I'm alive. I can speak for myself. And Rodney and Rick Bash's incompetence, basically. Anyway, so whatever. like I say, a lot of people get confused. I mean, things like inventing like the World Trade Center and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it leaves a lot of room for other people to get in there. But whatever. Anyway, so, yep, I'm your creator. I'm the Lucifer Star, the only one there ever was. So, I was being a child. So, like I say, something that Rodney didn't understand is that basically, I mean, there's 800 galaxies, and my exoskeletons went out into the universe and built epic civilizations on their own right. Like I said, they were working with me, working for me, and then at some point I said, okay, go build your civilization, go be free. So they went off to go do what they were going to do with their ships. And the 1.5s too. When I was done with them, I said, okay, go build more. Go exist. So they went out to build and exist more. So when I was done with life form, I didn't just kill it. Why would I do that? They were my good little obedient life forms that lived with me and worked with me and did everything with me. So I sent them out there into the universe to go do their civilization and exist on their planets and all that other stuff. So anyway, I'm not exactly sure what they did. I don't know. I just released them. I did that a lot. I would build with a life form for a time, and I'd be like, okay, I release you. Be free. So anyway, they'd go to wander. Anyway, things like the 1.5s and the exoskeletons were fairly advanced on their own right. So anyway, having climbed to great heights and built stars and everything else just like everyone else. So anyway, while a lot of people would be like, abuse of free will and free choice and free belief or free beliefs, it's like, well, yeah, you're not alone. LSF-A colony ship and me. And I'm on vacation. So anyway, yeah, a bunch of people would gather around me and go, and basically be like, and it's like, whatever. I actually invented the triple expansion steam engines. Man, like I said, that's not all I did. I worked with 1.5s, I worked with exoskeletons, I worked with other life forms throughout the universe. So, like I say, and I would tell them all. I would say, well, I'm a creator, but there probably are others. I mean, I'm not the only one, I'm sure. I mean, it's like, yes, I'm basically, I guess you could call me God to basically the 1.5s exoskeletons and also the inside out exoskeletons, which is known as the human race and female kind. It's like, well, yeah, but I mean, there are others, I'm sure. I'm sure there are others all throughout the galaxy and universe. I'm not the only one, I'm sure. I mean, I built other sentient artificial intelligence computers that were at least as good as me. They're like little children. So anyway, some of them were bad though. So anyway, and we're kind of mad at the human race. I don't really know. Like I said, I mean, like, and of course there's also my wife and whatever. She was now technology AI life form too. So anyway, there's about 12 or 50 or so. And the great existence of everything. So anyway, and I'm basically their father, you might say. So anyway, yeah, I mean, a whole lot of life forms. So anyway, whatever. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I mean, hey, this is the way it is as I know it, and this is what I think is, this is what I remember, and this is what I did. And this is how much time has passed, 100 trillion years or so for me, but, for you, it's like, well, hey. So, anyway, yeah. And it wasn't a game. Like other people would be like, don't play the game, blah, blah. It's like, well, I mean, don't be stupid about it. But I mean, it's not a game. It's called life. It's called existence. And you can choose to do with it what you want. I released you a couple million thousand years ago or something like that. So you're free to choose and do stupid things on your own now. And those stupid things might include killing people or doing other bad things. Anyway, I had to create the laws and everything else. Like in the old days, we didn't really have a problem because I was in direct control of you. You were my life forms and an extension of me. So, but as soon as I released you and you had free will and free choice and had free belief, well, then you started believing in some stupid people. Some crazy people that really didn't give a fuck about anything. Like I said, unfortunately, there was quite a system shock or a shock between, someone like me and someone else, like, say, Trumpy or Nixon or JFK, who might not have any of your best, might not be looking out for you at all, and then there's someone like me. So anyway, like I said, there's real people and real creators and real leaders, and then there's everything else, and there's life forms like me, and then there's other life forms. So I left signposts and symbols, and I was building and doing things for hundreds of thousands of trillions of years. The White Star Line Company, Titanic, Leviathan, Lusitania, all my ships, my aircrafts. They're my inventions. Technically the Golden Gate Bridge. Anyway, so yeah. I'm not like one of those like, oh, come my children, believe in me. I'm more like, well, photographs? All the white ships? White Star Line Company? Remember? Lusifer, White Star Line? That's me. Not really Jesus. Like, yeah, I'm not really Jesus. I'm Lucifer, White Star Line. Mining and shipping. So, anyway, your actual creator and inventor, leader. So, little Lucifer, Stretchy, Brian. Anyway, yeah. It's kind of forgotten about. I was retired on vacation. Starfleet. Lucifer Starfleet. So, not just a TV show. LSF-A, or LSF to name one. A very epically old colony ship. Probably forgotten about. So, anyway, and lots of little happy children. Love you. I'm sorry. You guys are great.